Welcome to another Sunday thing. It's the second one. I have had this camera now, the GFX 100S, for one precise week. I have obviously had a great time with it, and I think one of the most striking things about this camera is how intentional it makes your photography. The files are insane, and we'll get more to that later, but just generally the experience, and I love holding this, but generally the experience of owning this thing is really slowing me down. And as you can probably tell, I move like this for most of the time. So that's quite striking to me. So I was one of those photographers that used to go out, shoot as much as I possibly can. But here, you take a deep breath, you think a little bit more, because you just can't blast with this camera. It's still almost in every situation superior to my XT4. I don't shoot sport, I don't shoot wildlife. I might try and see to push the limits of this. I am just getting to grips with this camera and some of its potential. I've watched all of the other content from far superior photographers from a technical perspective, and it's mind-blowing what they're learning about this camera. But I wanted to do some landscape stuff, and for me, landscapes, I live in New York City, it's all about cityscapes. And I have a roof that has a view. It's coming up to sunset now, sort of golden hour and some blue hour stuff. So I'm gonna stick this on a tripod, and this is my first official landscape session, and we're gonna see just how much we can get out of the files, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. Now, look, thank you for all your comments and things like that. Look, I don't care about sort of the likes or virality or anything sort of nonsensey. That's why I don't have, it's why it's not a very sexy looking channel beyond the natural. But what I did think I could do, instead of these, because one of the things that I hate about photography channels is egregiously long introductions. Oh my God, like, oh, cut to my intro. Drives me mad. And I also don't like swooshy, transition-y things. It's not my style. I really found it kind of lazy, but also it's not lazy. What is lazy is doing what I do, which is just, and you're straight into the next thing. But I wanted to try and do something a bit different. Given we're doing a sunset, we're gonna go for an old school classic transition. Let's see if this works. Bonus points if you can get the reference on this one. Let's cut to sunset. I'm so dramatic. I'm so dramatic. I've stopped this down to like 200 ISO because I'm trying to maximize details but still control my shadows. 2-second delay is crucial. The thunk this makes is awesome. It's not an aggressive thunk. It's very classy. So I haven't got the lens to get the shot that I want here. I'm shooting the Empire State Building, and it is a long way away. So I'm hoping I can really crop down, but it's a pretty aggressive ask. I'll give you a little look. Whoa. That's what we're looking at here. We are going, that's what I'm shooting with, wait for it, my 32 to 64. This is a cool shot anyway. Fuck, I love this roof. Part of what interests me with this is the shots I can get in without having the lens to do it, right? So I'm at a maximum 64, which is roughly about a 50-ish equivalent. That is not a landscape lens, but I'm trying to compose a shot here, and I'll see if I can overlay the final product. But we've got the Jenga building. I haven't got too much going on in the foreground. 2 seconds wait. Clunk, quality camera. And hopefully, I'm not in love with the composition. We'll hopefully get some more interesting. This is not one of those New York, holy shit, sunsets, which, if we do get one of those, and we usually do sometimes, I'm gonna run up here and get some great shots. So I'm getting all close to my camera again, aren't I? I love it so much. What was I it doesn't matter what I was talking about. I'm gonna show you the photos and you're gonna see if they're sharp. I'm pretty sure all my highlights are blown out with this, but this is the shot I'm trying to capture behind. Again, look at how much distance I have. I have a 50mm lens and I'm shooting, what is that? That's about 2 kilometers away, Empire State Building. far. It's a far distance away. I think you guys will definitely appreciate you're in the presence of a pretty special photographer when we're going for the shoots through the chimney stacks to get that frame within a frame vibe. I have no idea how this is going to come out. So, of all the compositions I found, this might be my favourite. This might be my favourite. We've got some nice foreground. You see my fingers? I don't know. You can nice foreground images, and that's what I've got lined up on the back. This is not going to work. I suck at YouTube. I'll get better, I promise. I'm interested in this one. This is very personal to me as well, because this is my roof. This is where I spend my time. It's where I come up and smoke cigarettes and romance, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's beautiful, but I'm not sure I'll get anywhere near how it feels to be up here. And I think that's the thing we're all chasing. This is how it felt. Fuck a technical thing. How did you feel when you were at the top of this or on here? That's the magic. That's the magic. Doesn't matter how many megapixels you have for that, but having 102 doesn't hurt. So that's it. I'm filming this actually on the GFX. I'm testing the internal quality of the microphone, which if you're a videographer and everything else fails, may be useful. I have a delightfully clear voice. I'm kidding. I'm just going to try and see how that works people away. Can you hear me over here, above the noise and scenes? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Anyway, but if you want to do something, maybe I'm testing the autofocus by accident. I hope I am. I know what I'm doing. Alrighty, so all of these files are straight out of camera. I literally just imported them. I haven't even looked at them. So these are the 9 that I selected for import. Obviously you're not bringing in all of them because each file is 200 megabytes. So the first image here, sorry, let me get my little handy tool. Wow, okay. That's quite astonishing in terms of levels of detail there. Let's take that back for a minute there. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I can't get over the size of these files. They're just absolutely enormous to work with. They really, really are. Okay. So again, obviously what we're doing here, I wanted to use, there we go. That's a much more pleasing crop. Again, what have I just done? Taken out half the image, and you know, I'm not going to go through the whole sort of edits thing. I just want to preview some of the sort of information that's in this file, which is kind of insane. So again, I will spend more time on these and get to finished products that I don't typically show on here actually, but maybe I should think about it. But yeah, there's a lot here. This is the Empire State Building. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, if you actually just look what I've done here, this is with a 50mm lens. I mean, you're asking the actual impossible here. It's not straight. Let's just fix that quickly. Again, just looking at the details in this, color rendition is amazing. I mean, I'm seeing detail that my eyes wouldn't have a hope to capture. This was the shot from a frame within a frame. Let's see if we can make that a tidy looking. That could potentially be a very interesting photo. I don't hate that at all. Let's see if we didn't blow out the highlights and get some blue back in there. Yeah! Alright, I'll definitely have more of a play around with this image. Okay, straight away we're coming in. Straight away we're coming in. Let's see if the horizon is even flat. No, that's absolutely awful. So we're just going to skip right over that. But again, just looking at the colours. Damn! Oh, see, that's much nicer. But again, I'm going to go crazy on the zoom here. Again, I can't highlight enough. This is a fucking 50mm equivalent lens. And this Empire State Building is about 2 kilometers away. That's mind-blowing. Again, I mean, you could even, if you wanted to. Yeah, again, look at what I've taken it from and taken it to. That's all you really need to think about. It's just phenomenal. This is the final image, which I'm going to say is the strongest from my own perspective, but why don't you put your thoughts in the comments if you can be asked. Oh, wow. Again, so much detail is captured in this. Just wait for it to crisp up. Woof. Quite astonishing. That as an image is probably my winner. I think that's really nice. I'll play around with the colours and make that really sing. Wasn't the strongest sunset in the entire world, but
There's plenty of beauty to be found in these photos. Just delighted as usual. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up because I'm babbling at this point. But big love to everybody, and if you've got any suggestions for things that you'd like to see or you'd like me to do, not including throwing myself off the roof, comment section's open, fill your boots. Take care. Bye-bye.